Okay, look at me being busy. Welcome in! Welcome in! Welcome in! Welcome in! Hello, 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 hello. I will represent the UK in Eurovision. Hey, look! Look at that! It's me. I'm UK. And my hair is too bright. If there was a Norwegian flag, it would be darker. Then I would be there. I would give that face though. You know, every rock star's like, yeah. I would be like, ooh. I need more light. I need fireplace. I need light. There's everything I need. Don't look at him, look at me. Setting up the fireplace. Setting up the fireplace. My D&D group was surprised about my friend here. Working. Some of my D&D group were like, when the Cacodemon was sitting here, it was sitting there, you know, behind this or something. And one of them was like, am I having issues with depth perception, or is it a really big plushie behind you, like sitting there, but she could see it up here. She didn't see the string, so it's like, what's going on with my brain right now? Spin! Hello gamers, what's going on? How you doing today? I need to tweet that I'm live. Hello? No, just cozy partner celebration stream live now. Too much hype anyway. Join in. And Twitch TV/Stealthygolem. The tag is, yeah, we'll do retro gaming. Sure. I don't even know what to do. There we go. Oh, the monkey music by Random. How nice. We deserve a little bit of monkey music, I think. Okay. We did it. We tweeted. We twatted. This is cozy? Yeah. By the way, I have no idea how they look myself, because if I press the share button, I cannot share my own channel. But I supposedly have added share modes. Do they show up if you press the share button? And could you please be there and test it out for me? I live for the chairs. Hey, it works. Look at that. Thanks, Duke. It's dancing a bit. You didn't even activate your own thing. Sure. Whatever. Whatever. He's like, I don't care about it. Wait, why am I using my phone? Cacodemon, take care of my phone. Go fetch!
$70 bits. Oh boy.
Ah! There you are! You dingus! That's Duke. He's so happy about his 70 bits. Oh boy! It was a bit of a coincidence. He plays Suikoden and they have bits as Jill, as Zenny, as money currency. So he just seemed, entire stream, he was just seeming like a dick. You know? To all the stream, like, oh, only 2 bits, that's only 300 bits for this fight? Jesus. Yeah, Ludder for me, though. Thank you, Spider MWA, for the congratulations. Thank you so much. We've been doing good. Welcome into the Doing Good stream. Yeah, so officially now. I mean, the thing is, I wanted to do a partner celebration as soon as I got the email about partner. But what we did... fellow Spider.
There's been a recent wave of gorgeous fashion models found naked and unconscious in laundromats on the west side.
Spider 2, welcome in. What did I say? Oh yeah, so I was going to plan to have a partner celebration stream with semantics. Semantics. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Focusing on semantics for a day. Antics. That's like semi-antics, right? Boring. There we go. Semantic stream is very hype. But the thing is, plans are ruined a bit. Not ruined, but changed. Because we got the partner thing on Wednesday live. So that was kind of the celebration stream, suddenly. And then I already had plans for Friday. We were doing the collab thing with Spider Cookie. So there wasn't time for me. It was time for us. And now it's celebration thing. But now I want to have a cozy day. So, hey. But we can talk a bit before we go into random stuff today. I have like several things set up. We can do a little bit of checking that out later. But I would like to just sit and chat a bit. Because, you know, partner's a big deal. And I couldn't have become partner without you guys watching. And you guys paying attention to whatever I was doing. And you found it interesting in a weird way. And now you're still here. So that must mean something. So that thing that means something is things that we will talk about right now. I feel so short. Hold on a second. Oh! The weird thing is that I haven't even practiced my muscles. I'm just weak. Okay. Practiced my muscles. That's how I say exercise. I haven't practiced my muscles. Thank you, Gonzo, for the partnership thing. Thank you so much. Congrats, real. Thank you, Blinko. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it's very, very, very nice to have. I've had time to appreciate it, but it's still a bit unreal to see whenever I see the verified icon on my chat. I'm like, hey, that's right. I'm a partner now. I can go and be more insecure and more scared about doing something wrong because partnered. Now I have more to lose. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been grinding hard. I have been streaming a lot. But it's been fun though, Blinko. I mean, I do enjoy playing all these games and playing through them, but definitely has been following a schedule and trying to do as best as I can to stick to that. So we've changed a lot during the time since we started streaming in terms of how much I'm streaming, in terms of when I'm streaming. I'm glad you're taking 2 days off a week now. Yeah, I mean, the third... Well, not only is it nice to have another day off like that, VB, but the thing is... I just realized that I had little time to actually work on the stream. Like, actually take a step back and do something random. So for example, just the Kako Demon here, or any other random nonsense, because when I was streaming 6 days a week and also starting to have longer streams, just keeping up with the pixel characters, the VODs for YouTube, and making sure the stream works, that usually took most of my time. Yeah, spin it. Most of my time that I felt I could take before I could before I would overwork myself and just be in a bad place. So taking another day off and add some time to just be playful again. So I think taking the other day off right now was, or the Thursdays off, was a nice addition. Keeping it 5 days a week right now seems like a good idea. I'm very more comfortable with streaming 8, 9, 10 hours. Well, 10 hours maybe pushing it, but 8 and 9 hours is fine. And I like it because I'm able to just sit for a long time. And I also love the idea of people coming in to slurk to the stream. I mean, to sleep lurk, as many people do here. And then waking up towards the end of the stream and like, hey, I've slept great. How's the game going? I kind of like that cozy vibe. So, but yeah, I'm playing relaxing games, so I don't worry too much about that. I'm not trying to be competitive in any game either. That's also why I love role-playing games, because the constant progression is very nice and rewarding. At least for many games. Some games can be quite tough. For example, playing Curse of the Azure Bonds and getting unlucky with whole person slay living stuff. Even though you progress slowly, you can still get dunked. So even though you level up, you can still get gibbed a lot, and that can take frustration. Just like Baldur's Gate 2 could do as well. We managed at the end though. The issue with Baldur's Gate 2 was just the linear aspect of it. That took us 20 hours. We were railroaded in Baldur's Gate 2 for 20 hours without me knowing that I was going to get railroaded. So, an unfortunate experience. And we ended up, yeah, being stuck in the Underdark. Not only Underdark, but everything before that. The Spire, which was the Mage Tower. Ever since we went to the island, the Spire, island again, Underdark, or I mean, yeah, with the fish people, the Sahwagans. But yeah, still a good game, but it's as I said, it's probably even better the second time around if we're gonna wait years till we play it again. I don't know if I'll do it for a stream, but for people, individuals playing it, it's a game that's good for double uppers. Playing it the next time, playing it again. Let's have some coffee.
1, 2, 5. Lisa, 3.
The sound of success. The funniest thing about this, that I can't say smoke from this now, but when I do the thwap, there's a little bit of smoke that comes out. Oh wait. Yeah, still, there's a slight... No. Oh, that's just my eyes being weird. I'm getting older, you know. So I want to just talk a little bit today, and you guys can ask... let's just change it to Q&A, and then I'll also just ask about my life. So just Q&A time. So go on, ask me anything about streaming and games. If you're going to be having a time in between, then I will just start talking through the things that I wanted to talk about. Why is it smoky? Did you burn it? I didn't even take a sip of it. Oh, steam, yeah. Steam. From the burning wood. Yeah, I have wood inside my thermos. Makes sense. I also need to change the alert location for my camera screens, because they seem to be... My alerts are basically here. And whenever there's an alert or a bit... I just punched my glasses, by the way. What a good decision that was. DC says, I forget, why did you take a break the first time? You mean in 2017? So the reason in 2017... I also was passionate to begin streaming in 2017, and it went okay. But... the thing is, as many other streamers have, which I've noticed with other people as well, taking breaks or just leaving streaming entirely. Some people, and what I did as well, is that streaming became something that was a weight on my shoulders. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you so much. It became kind of the weight on my shoulders because I felt like I should keep doing it, but I wasn't in a good mental space to do it. So whenever I thought about streaming, it kind of just like, I should. And back then I was planning my streams more, so I was just playing for 3 hours usually. Around that. But I was doing like 2 to 3 games. I was switching in between. I tried to be very on, but I didn't have the ability yet. So it just became more of a anxious thing to do. And then I also got complaints from my neighbor because I would do this in my bedroom at night, so he would hear it. So combine things and being in a very bad mental space, unhappy with myself and depressed, which was the time. Better now, so don't worry about that. Just got me to stop, and I wanted to hide away. But the thing is, I didn't really have a good following anyway, so I didn't feel like I was letting down someone. That was good. So that was why I gave up the first time, DC. Hello, Desix. And hey, Destin, thank you so much for the congrats. So also, I really wanted to start streaming again after taking breaks. But I decided instead to focus on doing the game development stuff, and I did that for a year. Petri asks, so how do you combat that anxiety? Currently, or do you mean how did I start getting better? Because that's kind of 2 different types of questions. The latter one. So what was the latter one? The one where I said like, how did I start getting better? So it was very slow, but the first thing was realizing where I was at work. Yeah. So how do you start getting better? After I was a bit depressed, they started noticing at work as well. So music a bit too invasive for talking. Just turn it down even more. So after work, also realized that something was wrong. I thought about it a little bit. Okay, so I was even noticeably being in a bad space. So after talking to my boss, I decided on trying to just take, first of all, a week or 2 off. A week off, I think I took, and then I decided to start working less. So going to 70% instead of 100. Yeah, just pile up the questions, everybody. I'm gonna. If you have questions, keep piling them up, and I'll scroll through chat. Don't worry about it. So yeah, so taking time off work and then realizing that I need to work less because I was basically always getting a bit. I felt imprisoned a bit by work and wanting to develop myself, because I knew that the work that I had, I wasn't passionate with my work, my job currently, but I didn't feel I had enough time to actually develop myself. And when streaming also didn't work out for me, and I was already depressed, and then we kept getting more depressed. But starting to take off time from work, starting to work on myself, so focusing on some self-help stuff, because I was always a fan of philosophy, so usually trying to listen to cool things about life and stuff, and then eventually by trying to just read for myself, listen in on good speakers that I was inspired by, and combined with more time with myself, I was able to focus on the good things and start getting excited by small things. For example, I started getting excited by just a video upload from a VOD for a streamer that I used to watch, or I still watch. Because, yeah, sure, my life is kind of boring, but why shouldn't I get excited about the things that I care about? So I cared about that, so why not just embrace getting excited by stuff? So even though on an excitement scale of people living in a mansion and partying all the time, and finding that life important, like fun, and wanting to do bungee jumps and everything crazy, they have this sort of a scale, and I'm down here, but I still have a up and down scale myself. So realizing that even though I'm down here on the excitement and fun scale, I still have ups and downs myself. So I should appreciate the ups. So after I started just appreciating the small positive things in life and looking forward to stuff, I started to have a better outlook on things. And from there, I just kept working on myself. And then I also did a year. Well, important thing is I started also working on my own body. Because physical health definitely helped mental health progression. Then if you feel good, if you feel great in your body, you will most likely also trick yourself to feel better mentally. It's weird, but if you've been there, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So yeah, slowly but steadily worked on myself, doing some projects, and then the year of ideas of history with philosophy as well. I got even better at it because I was kind of forced to focusing on philosophy stuff, and I tend to take a lot of things in philosophy and put it inwardly and think about it, like stoicism stuff. In general, like, why are we living and what's the purpose for it? I don't feel it's negative at all. Just to like, okay, so what's the meaning of it all? Does it really matter in the end? Like, no, so be comfortable. So for me, right now, I'm in a very good place. And I'm super happy because you have also made me do a thing that I really cared about that's actually worked out for streaming, and people seem to enjoy it. And then having the video for my birthday was absolutely mind-blowing, and I can't still believe it. People taking their own time to say that they appreciate me, and it's crazy. So I'm in the I would have been in a good place without streaming, but with streaming and you guys now, I'm in a very, very good place. So thank you so much for also being there. I think that should answer most of the questions, but if you're thinking about in general battling general anxiety, Pear Tree, so that will be the history of getting better. But I also want to make sure that I will answer the anxiety part as well. Shorter, so we can get to other questions. But for me, it's some quotes that reading on some stoicism stuff and then picking what I think is the some things that I like and try to put them into my own life. So the first one that I enjoy is the one that you can expect everything bad to happen to you today, and if you expect bad things to happen, most likely things will get better from there. So just also that kind of quote where you just, or that kind of idea where you kind of expect that, okay, things might go bad today. So let's kind of have that as a standard, like things might go bad, but if things doesn't go bad, let's appreciate that things are nice. Appreciate when things seem streamlined. Become streamlined is actually good. Things are going as planned. Going as planned equals positive. And the idea about another thing that I like, which is an action isn't connected to an emotion. So if I drop my controller and it breaks, it doesn't necessarily mean that I should be sad about it. I probably will want to be a little bit sad about it. But if I stub my toe, lose in a video game, I become angry, but not necessarily. It's all about how you perceive things. So learning that an action doesn't mean it correlate directly to an emotion, you can sort of think like, what is the best way to try to react to this? Of course, there are primitive ways to react to things, and realizing that's just like innately primal. But then think like, do I want to be angry? No. And what can I do about this that just happened? Okay, I can do this and this. Sure. Okay, so let's just do what I can right now to make sure that we can handle this and then move on. It's not easy, but the principle is very nice. Yeah, you didn't get hit by a bus today. Okay, so I think that answers this question, so I'm going to go back to some other things. Let's see, so we have the question for when you have time. Have you ever thought about streaming your D&D sessions? We've talked about it, John. We've talked about it. It wouldn't be on my channel, most likely. It could be, maybe, but the thing is, we talked about it, but I don't think everybody's comfortable with it. And some people don't have the... Some people aren't as good with filtering for when actually streaming, maybe. So they're concerned about that. So Maybe in the future, but people seem like 50-50 are in favor, 50 are not, and we had to change some stuff. We do kind of stream we talk in English, sometimes Norwegian, but it's mostly English, so it would be possible. But right now it's not in the works. But I'm gonna say it's like it is a chance that it might happen in the future. That's the only one I'm gonna say. Oh, it resets. Oh, that sucks. Did the watch time reset? No, not John's. You changed your name, VB. Yeah. I'm reading chat backwards, sorry. Have you played Black Crypt? Not yet, Asp. I will probably play it in not too long. In our regularly scheduled dungeon crawling things. I was actually deciding to maybe play it before Crystal Dragon, but I decided to play Crystal Dragon instead. Because Retrograde Tom started Black Crypt, I didn't want to copycat, or I wanted to leave him the... I mean, when I already have games to pick from, and he started playing that one, I'll let him have that game, and I'll do something else. Feels a bit more nice. Considering we're on the same team as well. What's the airspeed and velocity of an unladen swallow? It depends on the swallow. Self-care and maintenance is so important, yeah. You think that sounds healthy? Yeah, kinda gotta feel better to feel better. True. Physical mental health connection is true. Yeah, the physical really helps mental. Better mental gives more space to start getting better physically. If you get what I'm saying there. So physical health automatically usually helps mental health. Better mental health adds more room to start getting better physically. Because if you're in the bad mental space, you don't want to work out, you don't want to go outside, you don't want to do anything. So being in a mental good space, then you might be able to work out on physical ones. But if you have the physical ones already, most likely you'll be... It's easier to start working on yourself because you have a better ground, more confidence, something like that. You can still be off, but... Hey, Josh. Anger is just the easiest route, not the most logical. Yeah, the anger is the quickest route, Dr. Gonzo. As you can see in all the FIFA players, esports, I mean, there's a reason why people break their controllers. It's the initial reaction to something going bad. The whole world, everything you wanted just comes crashing down at that moment. Even though it might be a small thing, it crashes down and you react because you didn't get it. But then trying to turn that into, like, okay, this could happen. The luck-based thing was a thing that I could expect anyway, so I was playing the game, I knew I was playing the game. This could have happened, I could have done better, blah, 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 blah. And you can become a boring person. Some people said that to me, like, it seems boring to be... They say that going my route seems emotionless, and not necessarily emotionless. It's just... For me, it's connected to the emotions that I want to feel more, and trying to ignore the emotions that I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel anger. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to be anxious. So I'm trying to focus on eliminating most of those things. And then focusing on appreciating the good things. Being happy. As I said, being happy about a streamlined day is nice. 25 days watching. Freken. My original NES controls have my big brother's teeth marks in them. Yeah, exactly. Focusing away from anger when it doesn't help seems like a good plan to me. Yeah. Josh, being able to step back at a point where anger would usually set in is very difficult for some people. For me, the thing is, I grew up with a family of... the males in the family usually were quite angry or very reactionary. So... me growing up, I really often saw that this anger was annoying, first and foremost, and secondly, never got everybody that got angry didn't get any help, didn't get any respect. People that are angry People don't want to help people that are angry. So I just started to realize that, this isn't for me. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be like this. So for me, it was easier to go into a more calm state because I already had very early experience that anger was dumb. And I was a victim of more anger, you know, from my brother and whatever. He grew up kind of reckless with gaming himself. But he grew out of it. But because of I being able to grow up with that, I was molded around the idea of that being angry isn't a good solution. So, it's easier for me because I was molded by that. It's harder for people that are, let's say you're 30 now and you've always been angry. It's going to take a long, long while before you're able to step back from a primal instinct. And the thing I hate... Yeah, exactly, Blanca. If you're always mad, nobody pays attention to your anger. Also true. Then, like, no true anger or anything. It was just like crying wolf. Another thing I hate when people say that they call tech support. I finally called tech support about the bad internet, and I just say that you can't do this, you cannot do this, and finally, after I called 2-3 times, now they gave it to me. But the thing is, yeah, you know what? You would have probably gotten it immediately if you just called the first time and say, hey, sorry about this, but I seem that the network isn't really working. I don't know if there's anything you can do about it, but right now I have I have important stuff to do. I was just wondering if there's anything that can be fixed because it's kind of crucial to me. So I don't know if you have anything to do with that or not. If you just open up like that instead, people will be like, yeah, sure, I'll see what I can do. And maybe you'll even get it earlier because I promise you, if I would be on the other line and people were calling, I was like, yeah, sure. Hold on a second. Fucking... Ugh. You only want to make it work when your job depends on making it work. That's it. Hello, a technixy. A technixy. What's going on? So, be nice, everybody. Just a tech. Okay. People get stuck in a rut of anger, but become addicted to it. Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Dr. Gonzo. Because they become addicted to it. And here's how I kind of look at that. To support your comment, is that anger being a primal instinct, an initial instinct. And usually it keeps people away. Or you react, and it kind of works in some ways. So having the initial reaction be something that gets an emotion across will become a default because it provides a result, maybe not the best one, but it's the one that comes up every time. And if it always keeps people away, it always does this and this. You don't need to think about what you're doing. You're just gonna go through life just reacting to things and I lost my tea. Initial reaction, say swear words.
That's a follower.
Thank you for the follow, A-Tech. And you can become frustrated with some tech support, sure. But you just have to... Again, you can still become frustrated, but you need to act appropriately. Because if there's... Let's say there's a monkey on the other end, and he's just not listening to you. Just try to repeat whatever you're saying. If it doesn't work, does it help getting angry at the monkey? The monkey will just say back, "Mack, mack, mack, mack." So call somebody else. Ask to be able to, can I talk to somebody else about this? Or just call later if possible. But if that's not possible, you just have to endure. If you're stuck with the monkey, you have to endure with the monkey. So you have to okay, let's learn this monkey. This monkey is ridiculous, but I am stuck with talking to the monkey. So, what's the best scenario right now? If I'm stuck with this business partner or this customer person, and I have to talk to them, and they don't listen to what I'm saying, let's try to figure out how he can say the things that I want to say. Then you've been in customer service for 30 years, so DC would know. Yeah, exactly. Fredkin says, as someone who has worked on the phone tech support, I can tell you that you don't want to be demand to be handled urgently. Urgent request pile is huge. Yeah, exactly. So the urgent, what's the word for that, Fredkin? It's the privilege. People feel privileged. Like, this needs to happen. You can still say, like, I have work that's kind of important and I need it fixed for this to work. You can say it's important to you, but you don't need to say to them to, hello, ring the doorbell. If I don't get this fixed, the whole city will be without any sort of transactions. This is terrible. Just say that this is rather important, and I would rather want to figure it out as quickly as possible. Approach it like a problem. Let's figure out the solution together. You and me, we're gonna get buddies now because we're talking. It's so easy, but the thing is, as soon as something goes their difficult way, they're gonna be like, wait, listen to me! John says, you get frustrated, but rarely get angry. Being angry at someone in my industry does nothing but put them off helping you and actually makes things go slower. Yeah, you've been a phone person, and now when I have to call into a business, I'm super friendly, but try not to let them end the call before I think the problem is fixed. That's true, because they're not allowed, like, usually with support, they're not allowed to just say, okay, bye. That's the usual code. So just make sure that your problem is solved, and then you can agree to say your goodbyes. So that's a nice strategy, Blinko. Having worked in support for a long time, the person who's agreed, but can explain why doesn't get the resolution. Yeah, can explain why. Exactly. So the kind of same idea that I'm getting across, Josh, is that you can say that this is hurting me and my business. I need to have it fixed. So I hope you're the right person to talk to. We can try to figure this one out. So you can still be urgent in your own way, but approach it in a nice way and respect the person you're talking to, as they might be, okay, this person might be fixing it for you. So you appreciate the person that might be fixing the solution for you. But again, I'm not the best business person. What I focus on is just learning people and learning myself. My main goal has always been to try to get better for my own sake. So the things that I'm saying right now, well, sure, I've been working at the customer service, like retail store for a long time. So I had to deal with a lot of customers. Postal office, grocery retail store. So I had to deal with people, but usually my experience comes from just trying to be better myself, and then I can put whatever I get to understand. And from experience with other people, who do you like as friends? Who do you appreciate as friends? Who do you hate as friends? Who do you not want to spend time with? Think about why don't you want to spend time with them? And why do you want to spend time with other people? Realize their personalities, and you realize what you kind of like in the person. And try to remember that, become that, or, yeah. Any other questions with streaming and stuff? I can also start talking a bit. I've made some bullet points of things that I could go through. So unless there's a question, I can start going through them. We also talked about a little bit of it already. I want to mention goals. Streamer goals from when I started again now. And to what we have achieved so far. And what to expect in the future. Thank you, Jamsters. Thank you for the congrats. I've been meaning to catch your streams, but I unfortunately am sleeping. I hope your rugs are in good making. Are you happy with your trajectory at the moment? Yes, I am. Things are going better than I expected, of course. And right now I seem to be in a good... Well, I'm partnered, for God's sake, so I'm pretty happy with the current trajectory. In terms of content as well, we've stuck to true to what I enjoyed mostly. And I haven't felt that I've been forced to do anything. Felt that I should do. For example, we talked about doing community stuff. Streaming community things where the chat is participating. And I thought about it, and it might happen down the line, but I had this idea of, oh, people should have this, include the community. But then I realized that, you know, people are mostly here to just hang out, and maybe the audience participation will be not as wanted for people. Some people would love it, some people wouldn't like it. So I considered, like, it's okay, I'll just try to stick to what is normal, and that still has seemed to work. People like to have they can expect something of my streams, and it seems to be fine. Like, I appreciate that myself. Oh, by the way, my camera's almost falling down here. Hold on. It's like on the edge of the stand. There you go. Hey, there. Yeah, that answered that question, didn't it? And I'll go back to answering it more clearly, the trajectory, when I go through the previous trajectory and the goals. So I'll get to round it out at the end, John. So I'll just be answering this one, and if there's any questions during, I'll be answering those as well. So when I started streaming again last year, April 30th, I had decided to buy... I've kind of talked about this story before, but I think not everybody knows it, so I'm gonna just say it again, basically. I bought all the gear that I could to make sure that, you know what, I don't have an excuse anymore to... If I can't work out streaming now, and I'm in a good mental space, and if I have the technical stuff figured out, the only excuse I could have is myself. So let's start to make the excuses only about my own thing, not the technical aspects of it. So that I could properly see that, do I even want to be a streamer or not? Because this will be my second to third time that I tried. So I just started with playing an old PC dungeon crawler game, Might and Magic 3, that I wanted to see after I saw Retro Game Tom play it, and I've been interested in playing PC RPGs for a long time because I never really got around to them. And I got a regular who unfortunately is not hanging around anymore. I hope he's in a good place, but he suddenly deleted his account and whatever. So I'm not gonna mention names or name. But they stuck with me on all my streams at the beginning. Like, whenever I went live, they were there. And they helped me through the game, and I realized that how cool the game was. And I got a love for the games. I just want to keep playing those types of games. And so their support was paramount to me continuing. And I got a slightly bigger audience. I kept doing it, and I realized that, okay, you know what, this is working out pretty well. I can pay off my Spotify bill for this stream. You know, I get like 10 subs, something awesome. I can pay off Spotify if I get a payout. That was cool back then. It was. Like a little bit of extra, doing a thing you love. And when it started getting a little bit better, I realized that I want to, you know what, I don't need to work 60%. I can work 50. I can take one more day off work and work more on the stream because it's fun. And I don't need that much money anyway. I'm a cheap person. I can live on 50% grocery retail worker. So it kind of started to change. I set a goal for myself. If I get to 100 subs suddenly, I'll try to do the move where I just do full-time streaming, quit my job for a while. And then things started to get real. So goals started to change, and then from then on, I thought that, okay, you know what, maybe it's possible to do this full-time. I don't know. We'll see. If I give it like my all for, let's say, put aside money for 3 to 4 months, if it'll either be promising or it'll be not promising, and then I'll either get back to another work or something like that. Was the initial idea. So I started getting a new schedule. The schedule changed rapidly for the next 2 to 3 weeks, or maybe even a month, or even a year. I had to, sorry. I was so close to finishing it. So, trying to figure out what would work best to get the best audience, I thought that I should do some evening streams because, you know, split up the audience a bit, get more people in, get maybe rated by different people, So it was all about trying to hit the market. So, but then I realized after a while, I had so many different starting timers that I started confusing myself and I started confusing viewers. Like, they just thought I was on for a long time since I was 6 days a week. They just thought I was always on at some point. So I was usually on, but they never knew when I go live. Because there's not a lot of people that actually pay attention to schedules. And I know, so I'm not saying to the chat or anything that they're lazy of that. Because I think that most people just don't care about schedules. They get accustomed to something like, oh, they're probably on right now, I'll check. Or they get a notification. And that's fine. That's what I do too, most of the time. So yeah, after starting to do the full-time thing, and I realized that growth was very steady. I'll actually pull up the chart for you guys, and I'll do it in Paint. Oh wait, I can actually... I'll just talk about it because Paint wouldn't be the right number here. So, I got to... The June, July was pretty much the same. May was 11 average, June was 9 average, July was 10 average viewers. And then August 25, this was before announcing the first to go full time. Suddenly I spread it from 10 viewers a month to 25. And then in September 34. And I think it was October that I announced the full time thing. So September 34, October 37 average viewers, and then suddenly November 49. That was doing the real project, and by November I felt like, you know, I'm having a good increase. So I might even expect getting partner numbers maybe by, if I'm crazy and do a crazy month in either January or February, I might be able to reach partner numbers. I was thinking like a dumb month. Streaming 10 hours a day on prime days. So basically taking around 4 of my best days and streaming a lot. But I didn't really make a change, and I eventually hit partner numbers in late January. Crazy Golem. We just did the same thing that we always did. Some extra streams here and there. And we did hit my partner numbers, but of course we hit partner now. It's 2 months ago since we hit partner numbers, so the thing is, what I was hoping to get partner maybe by that time, I didn't know. It was a hope, it was a wish to maybe get partner numbers by January, February. And back then I didn't know that, for example, Rig, Retro Island Gaming, was denied for a long time before he got partner. And Duke Donuts as well, and I didn't know that was so hard to get it. I thought that as long as you can get the high number that they crave, which is 75 average viewers, that will be good enough, right? Just checking that your channel was solid, was healthy, and that would be nice. But no, they want to maybe look around. For me, they wanted to see that if I can keep the trajectory going. Because since I was having a quick up, they might think that you can go quick down. And understandably so. Yeah, and partner process is fairly very opaque. Very opaque. It's mysterious. Twitch operates in a different way, and there's a lot of different individuals deciding things, and they just keep adding on to a system of rules, and some rules don't get removed, and some new ones still stay with the old rules. So, yeah. But the thing is, even though I think they're allowed to to operate weirdly, because they're still have good success and people still crave for partner, they still crave for their own attention to stream, so they just like, okay, Twitch is weird, but I want to stream, I want to be here. Hey Pangogi, how you doing? Yeah, for example, just getting the partner, that people just showing up on stream, showing an email and leaving again, which is something, but still weird. But, yeah, so current trajectory, that was like, my idea was that maybe I could get partner. I will still keep growing it. After I went full time, I was hoping to give myself 3 to 4 months. I was seeing a slight dip in January. And then February started to take it up again. But the dip kind of got up by the end of January. Happily. But I was worrying, you know. I was worrying a bit that things might die down because I knew that my stream was popular because it was new. So I know that generally more people watch because a lot of the chat was all about, oh, look at the views now, look at the views today, still more, you're still climbing. Like, oh yeah, Stealthygolem's so cool, he's so new, blah, 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 new retro. So I knew that there was a lot of this, he's new to the place, welcome him in. And when eventually I will turn into I'm just a streamer on Twitch, then the excitement would die down, the novelty would fade. As it kind of did. And it did for a little while, and now it's kind of just still setting, and it's sitting a little bit. I didn't really lose a lot of growth. It just stagnated a bit. You think that's funny how chat enthusiasm for channel growth can cause anxiety? For me, it didn't cause any anxiety there or anything, but I just had to realize that what is the reason for the slightly slower month now. So I realized that usually January is slower to begin with because people are getting back to daily lives and it's a time for change, so less internet for people as well. But it got a little bit okay, and I'm realizing that I have a steady audience that might keep growing, so just kind of keep doing what I'm doing, and that seems to be fine. So yeah, I think we're still good. And considering that I got partner now, at least the worrying part is over. Because here's the deal, chat. I'm gonna just take a sip before I start continuing. I'll read through the chat before I continue my thoughts here. Yeah, we talked about a little about Twitch, how they were vague. What percentage had the extravagant hair flip? Percentage in what way, Steven? The channel growth percentage for the flips that were crucial. Yeah, afraid the novelty will wear off. Like, I knew the novelty would wear off, but I didn't realize there was a novelty to begin with Blinko. I had to realize that in January. That, you know, oh, that's true. Like, I was a new channel. There was a reason why people were excited about me, because it's new and interesting. So, what was I going to continue on again? Oh, damn. Dingus. Shouldn't have stopped that thought, should I? Yes. So, the worrying part. The reason I worried more was that because of partner numbers. So if I would dip under again, under 75, I wouldn't be able to get partner. Not only that, but considering that what they wanted to see in me, Twitch probably, was to see that I could keep my numbers going. So if my numbers would start to dip, they would see that, oh yeah, they're losing it. So that wouldn't get partner. So that's why I was more worrying than it should be. But now that I have the partner thing, I can finally breathe out and relax. And I'll tell you what that means. Some people who saw the YouTube video, that was very quickly invalidated because I got partnered the day after I posted it, which basically talked about what kind of restrictions I'm going through. Sort of the things I'm talking about right now. The deal is that if I had an idea of maybe adding a bonus stream, like an evening stream for me, for like 3 hours, that would be super dumb for me. Because I would most likely get less viewers, and I would be streaming for a lower amount of time, which would just destroy my numbers. So for me to try to get partnered and doing extra stuff like that would be a bad business decision if I want to get partnered. So I was restricted to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm not saying I didn't like what I was doing, but the idea of not being able to feel free enough to pursue my goals and to be experimental, or just to add bonus stuff for people. I basically had to use a different stream to do that. It sucked. So the good thing now about having the partner, I can finally breathe out, and I can add on bonus streams. I can split my streams in two one day. Let's say I'm busy at a busy day. I can stream for 4 hours and do an evening stream to catch up. I can do a longer stream another time. So I don't need to worry about numbers anymore, which is fantastic. And for anybody else that are streamers in the chat that are worrying about or trying to have a goal with partner as well, you probably had the same idea. You don't want to go in a time spot which you know will be bad for you, even though it would fit for you. Yeah, like VB said, you made partner, you can stop streaming now. For some people, totally that's just realistic. So I think you'll bring back Evil Golem debates, or is that too gimmicky? So the thing about the Evil Golem stuff these days, I enjoy it, but it takes an additional app, and I don't know. It's a fun thing for now. I think I want to make it more accessible. DC right now, it's just going to a different scene and making a scene out of it. If I make it more accessible, like a sudden redeem or something, maybe it's easier. But I see people enjoy it. I don't want to remove it entirely. But for me, I have to run an additional app for it. And an additional mic setup. For a fun gimmick, it takes a lot of extra effort. Then it's, as well as the debate, the idea was a bit tricky. But now it's just like checking in on Evil Gold, which is easier. But, yeah, so I still like the idea, DC. But I want to make it a bit more relaxed approach. Yeah, so it will reduce your average viewer count. Yeah. Do you have to keep a certain viewership to keep partner? You don't have to keep a certain viewership. You just have to keep... just don't do anything bad. And I think you have to still stream once a month. Or at least take an announced vacation. And that won't be difficult for me at all. Like getting partner is a difficult one. Losing partner, you have to basically try to lose partner to lose it. So that's the good thing about that. So as I said, yeah, it's nice to finally be. It feels like I'm finally let in the door, and I could just. That was a mess. You didn't even know that was possible to lose partner, you mean, Jamsters? But so also talk about yeah. So I think that's the deal, Jamsters. If you just leave, I think they can remove it from you. They might have to investigate you, but I think it's once a month, and just make sure that you're still there. Yeah, it's possible. So I think the process is basically it has to be investigated before it's realized or something. Because they have a lot of partners out there, so maybe, I don't know. But you can also do vacation mode. If you go on the vacation, they would understand. Because there's a way you can do that on their schedule, and then Twitch would also be notified. Let's talk about current goals then, moving forward. And still, chat, feel free to just slap questions in the chat, because we're just talking a bit about the partner stuff. If you're doing it for a living, I think you unfortunately still have to care about numbers to a degree. Yeah. So for example, a little bit more on that topic. So for me, the worrying part, where I was going through, for example, in January, late January, early February, is that, okay, my numbers are falling a bit. And for me, the important thing is to get partner right now. But the thing is, if the numbers wouldn't worry me at all, because I knew that I had a goal to get partner, then the numbers worried me. But the numbers that should worry me, most likely, is how much support am I getting? Do I see the support increase or decrease in terms of financial stuff, or what I can expect? So I could still live with fewer viewers if I still feel like I'm getting a good base of support. But because I know partner it would be a lot of freedom, my priority with thinking about success would be higher numbers, and then of course the financial support will be a secondary one for that moment. But now things are switching around again, and the financial one is important and growth is second. Rontavan, thank you so much for the congratulations. Advertisers care about numbers. Advertisers do care about the partner verified one as well. They see that. Yeah. So, moving forward, newer goals to set. I still have the same goal, which I had from when I started full-time streaming, which is, of course, being able to stream full-time, or at least stream full-time content creation. So I would always keep streaming my main thing, if suddenly just nothing... as long as nothing goes weird, you know. But I would still... My main priority is to be able to keep doing this. Because if anything, going full-time has made me realize that I don't like the... Like, I know I had no ambitions in my previous work. I always said no to promotions, but leaving it has just made me realize that I really, really don't want to go back. And if I need to work again...
That's why I carry a big gun.
I need to make sure that... Well, I need to try to get a job that I enjoy now, because now I know that it's better to take risks. It's more fun for me. I'm appreciating life more. So I don't want to go back to a place where I just don't care about life and just want things to... the work to be over, then to go back home. So that is the main goal, just to find a way to be able to do that for a living, and I think we have a lot of time to do this now. If the numbers, the support is continuing slightly as it is, I'm able to take maybe a year extra just as it is now, without having to do extra work. I can set loans off for a little bit while longer and see if we can continue to stably grow. But if it declines a bit, I can't just take a year and do that, then I have to get some extra work on the side. But it's looking promising. It's looking promising. So we will have to see. I'll update you on the unplugged videos while I'll be doing real talks. We'll have some talks in between streams, but the unplugged videos will be an update on current situations and stuff like that. So whenever there's a new unplugged video, most likely I have something on my mind. That's why they aren't weekly. Sometimes the only thing on my mind is pizza. So, current goals. That is the one. Second goal is finding, like, understanding. Yeah, everybody chimes in with pizza. Keep refining the channel.
Coffee for me!
Coffee! Now that you are a partner, you'll get larger portion of this. Oh. No, I still get a larger... I do still have a good coffee. Thank you so much. Adventure Boshi. Josh, thank you so much. Bashi. Thank you for the $3 tip. Josh, appreciate that. So... there's a new project that we're gonna have, and I'm excited for this one. It will refine a bit of the channel still. I still want to focus on retro games. I still want to focus on dungeon crawlers. But it's easier now to maybe have some extra weirdo streams. For example, 2-3 hour evening thing, doing just whatever. Spice it up a bit. What is pizza? It's delicious. VB says you like how level-headed you are about it too, not going crazy with expectations. Yeah. I mean, I gotta be real, you know. I gotta be real about it. I can expect downtime, I can expect better months. But, you know, you can't just think that, oh, it's finally there, it's going to keep growing, it's best. Because then I would just be disappointed. But you're going back to the stoicism thing about what you expect, and if things are just going okay, you'll be happy about that. So, for example, I made the command. We're going to use this while we're on the... this should work for now. Yeah. We're going to do a Heroes of Might and Magic conquests that I've decided to make. So, as you can see on the command there, it's going to be live. The command is going to be show up when we're doing Heroes of Might and Magic again. Thank you, Spark, for the congratulations. Appreciate that. We finally got it. So, the conquest, as it says there, is my journey through completing every campaign and every entry of Heroes of Might and Magic game series. Next goal is Heroes of Might and Magic 1. So next goal says Heroes of Might and Magic 1. But The thing is, it says Heroes of Might and Magic 1 now, but I think we're going to do rolling campaigns first. Because we started on the Heroes 2, Archibald, and we're going to continue playing Roland and then go to Heroes of Might and Magic 1. So. And I believe there's a campaign on Heroes of Might and Magic 1 as well, so I haven't really played 1 at all. So the thing is, I want to play 4. This will be my opportunity to play 4. 5, see, I always wanted to play that one. 6 is the one that I just don't know about, but I found that there's actually a community patch with that one too. I know there's a community patch on the 7th one. So, I think that'll be interesting. So we're going to do a Heroes Conquest. The derpy sprites of Heroes of Might and Magic 1. There's enough derpy sprites on 2 as well. So. But yeah. So that'll be a big part of the channel for a while. Keep doing some community votes for games. And yeah, so not a lot will change. But the freedom of stream will be very nice. So yeah. Any other questions? Keep them rolling in if you're thinking about whatever. Just anything about me, I'll kind of answer them today because it's a special... It's... Getting partnered is an audience appreciation stream. So you get whatever you get today. You get whatever you want today. Maybe. No, a limitation. I can't say that. You were talking about the bigger Redeem Award? Maybe suggestions for games? Oh yeah, so... I don't know yet. The thing is, John, I know that if I would still get a big redeem reward right now, people will already be able to pay them off somehow. There are some people with a lot of points. I still don't know. But there's ideas, sure. But the thing that I realized about redeems in general, John, and for everybody here, is that usually people stay... If they're past honeymoon period with streamers they like, they usually just want to watch the show. So, redeems are fun for newer people. It's fun to show that, look how many points I have. So, to show that you have a patronage. I had an idea about how to not... So here's an idea that I have. I'm not going to keep it secret, but it takes some working out. But the cool idea about this is that it won't interrupt the stream, but it will still be fun. Spin demon. But it will still be fun for viewers to have. So I was thinking about having an expensive redeem to add a viewership tier. Just for fun. And maybe working it out on Discord as well. I'll give you another free spin if I can. Also, I didn't give enough energy to that one. There it is. So, for example, going on a, if you get to this point, you can add another tier of viewership, and I could just keep track of the tiers that you have for fun, and that wouldn't necessarily hamper any sort of mid-stream stuff. Viewership tiers, viewership tiers. Imagine. So that could be fun if I would implement it in a good way. So you could, maybe it will be available on Discord, maybe it will be available on something we have, for example, on the scene. Yeah. So it's like a rank up on viewership. Just because trying to, as kind of Josh was mentioning, they're hard to price as time goes on. Also, oh, I guess you mean like in terms of channel growth as well, but... what I was talking about was that after you watch the show for a long while, you tend to not want to interrupt the stream and just spend your points on random stuff. You've seen people have tiers in the way that are very soft. Okay. Like someone we can redeem for absolutely nothing for a ton of points, and it's a bit of a rite of passage. Yeah, so something like that, Josh, but just actually still a recognition of something. So it's like basically calling something 100k down the drain, Change to double nothing. It'll still be like, let's say just for the Discord, how many times has this person pressed this button, you know? So there would be like one person that has done it 6 times. Yeah, like a different color on Discord is something that I think about, Spider. Different tier or something. I definitely need to work on my Discord server because I have a way too boring Discord. It's nice and neat for just not obtrusive stuff. Like me with good. No, I love it. I love it, John. Don't stop. Hey, Gretton, thank you for the follow. So yeah, I would definitely want to look into getting a better Discord server as well.
That's a follower.
Oh, you did that one. Thank you, Ed Horse, for the follow. I remember hearing about that, Josh. That somebody actually paid to stop their stream. Oh, was that you who did that? I remember we talked about on stream once that somebody got actually the price to, there was a redeem for shut the stream off or something. And they did. Welcome in, Gretton. Welcome in, Ed Horse. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We're having audience Q&A now before we do anything else. I've kind of talked about my points right now. We can go through games. If you guys want me to rate the games that I played. But only if it's interesting. Talk about the one that I didn't like. Talk about the ones that I didn't like the most. They just banned me. Oh, they banned you. Oh, okay, so that's something else. Awesome. You want everything was 6.5? No, everything is 7 out of 10 if you ask Spider. Everything is 7 out of 10. Love the Doom plushie? Yeah, the Kako Demon. We have a redeem to spin the Kako Demon as well. It's very important for the channel. So. Let's see.
Spin.
Let's go through. I can just go through my channel, can I? Spin! My own playlist. Whee! Not as cool as the wall art? You mean the John Cleese one? It's pretty cool. I gotta stretch more. I feel this in my finger. I'm gonna go back a bit on my list of playthroughs. So this is not going to be the one with the single game ones, but... Here we go. First one will be Might and Magic Isles of Terra. I mean, fantastic. That kind of started everything for me. It has nostalgia points. It's one of the better Might and Magic games that I've seen. Or that I've experienced. And it just was really nice. So Isles of Terra, Might and Magic 3 would be a good 8 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. Darkstone I played next. Action RPG for PC. Is there a way I could show you guys? Oh no, my YouTube doesn't work. my browser doesn't really work. Damn it. So this will be tough to show. Ah, if only. I'll just have to listen to me talking about it. On this scene, I don't really have a good setup for it. I guess I could try to go to the scene. Let's see here. But I have a problem with my browser right now. There's some private ones there as well, so I can't show this on my current user. We'll just talk about them. You know what we'll do? I'll just point out the ones that seem interesting to me. And people can ask about if you remember a game that I played and you want an opinion, you can ask about it, and I'll pick out some of the ones that I remember that had an impression on me with this. So of course, oh yeah, chat. It's John Cleese. Thought it looked familiar. At first I thought it was some Marxist thingy. Ooh. You watching the intro of World is still one of my top 10 moments. So, no, I painted it with a friend of mine, Dark Steel Spark. This was... I made a minimalist... A high contrasted image. I had a small projector that I bought to project the outlines on the wall. And then we painted, or we outlined it, and we painted black into it. System Shock, please. So System Shock... I had frustrating moments with System Shock, but that's my own fault. Yeah, that's true. You asked my favorite... Okay, sorry. I'll answer System Shock, and then I'll go back to the Multi-Python one. Sorry. So, System Shock was actually amazing. I was having a difficult time for a good while in the game, but that was because I didn't know I actually had to pay attention in the game. So I didn't know that I needed to pay attention to clues.
Well, I like my sex the way I play basketball.
Cool guy,
One-on-one
Munt.
and with as little dribbling as possible.
Cool guy, Munt. Did you change your name again? What's up, Munt? So, the music is great, the aesthetics is great, the horror aspect is okay. Yeah. So, if I would try to ignore my ignorable... Now, what's the attitude that I had? How ignorant that I was of the puzzle aspect of the game will be a super, super cool, cool game. It was unfortunately frustrating, so I kind of lost the vibe, the mojo a little bit closer to mid-late in the game. I didn't like the last boss fight. I felt the last boss fight was anticlimactic. But other than that, another 8.5 out of 10. Music, fantastic. Gameplay, very cool. Very strong 8.5. Close to a 9, but I can't give it a 9. Okay, I'll answer. The favorite Monty Python movie from Spider. Well, it's gonna be Holy Grail. Because that's the one I think the Monty Python and Holy Grail was the first one I kind of watched. And I love fantasy and dumb stuff like that. You can tell by my usual content. How much sci-fi is there compared to how much fantasy there is? Life of Brian is great. But I just haven't watched it as much. I remember having the People's Front of... People's Front of Judea t-shirt. Not the Popular Front, because nobody cares about that one. Favorite sketch? For Monty Python? Let's see. The most classic one for me through my life has always been Ministry of Silly Walks. But now I don't know. But it's very classically loved by me because I imitated it a lot. For Yorkshiremen is very great. I've started to appreciate it more as I kind of understood the language better. So maybe that one. You have a Holy Grail shirt. Awesome. It might be the Italians in the Italian language class. Oh, what? What sketch is that? Can you...
And now for something completely different.
Shouldn't Pining Fjords work? I'll check. Sometimes I've messed up my commands. Could you just post that sketch if you find it on Discord, or maybe? Let's see, Monty's... No, I don't have Pining, actually. No, that's Might and Magic. It's here. Yeah, it should be there. Pining Fjords. Oh yeah, you're not a sub, sorry. That's what it is. Sorry, you're not cool enough. But since you're always been cool, I'll help you out.
Pining for the fjords?
Pining for the fjords? So, any other question that I missed? Did you play System Shock 2? No, but I'm gonna play it most likely in October. If you hang out, I'm probably gonna play it in October, if not earlier. But considering our current channel stuff, it seems to be more fitted for October month. Have you played Shadowrun? Neither of them. Again, Darksteel, the sound effects are a sub-only thing, unfortunately, because it might have gotten too spammy without it. So, no, I haven't played Shadowrun on the SNES or on the Genesis. I still had them on my previous vote, both of them, because I want to play both of them at one point. So, at some point they'll get more votes, or I'll just say that I'm gonna play them. So yeah, I think they're cool. I mean, you can play both of them because they're different games. Which is kind of surprising, considering that usually they have ports at around the same time. The vote isn't active right now. You can check out the previous one. I think it's only open to me. But it's an old vote now. But there you can see the popularity vote that we had earlier. We picked Deus Ex from now on. So we've already gone through it. But you can see this was the previous one we have. And I still want to create a new similar vote like that again. This is most to see that what... Considering we had so many suggestions for the stream, it's good to see that, okay, we've seen these games suggested. Let's see how many of them would like to see individual games. And I can take... Let's say when I take more decisions on what games to play in the future, I'll go through the previous poll and see like, oh, people wanted to see this one and I want to play this, so I'm going to start doing this one now. That's kind of why I picked Link's Awakening, because I usually do consoles on Tuesdays. And Link's Awakening was a Game Boy thing and it fits the console aesthetic, the Gamepad Tuesday. So I picked that one to play on Tuesday. Bad guys, boss. Who are you and how did you get in here? Oh yeah, Frank Sherman. I'm the locksmith and I'm the locksmith. I'm going through the Police Squad episodes, Steven, to get some more quotes out there. Thank you for the congratulations, Nagor. Appreciate that. Oh, you thought you got special permission. I was just giving you... I was doing the sound effects myself, Spork. So, that was what I was giving you. Hey, Elvish!
Was catching up with your past streams slept to them. Twitch app is because it'll get wonky and make you unfollow at random. Do not recommend the app at all. I'll refollow you after stream. Peeper Rain, congrats on partner.
Really? Is it that bad? I know the Twitch app is wank, but I didn't know it can do unfollows and stuff like that. That might be a reason why people will unfollow and follow again. Because it's easy to press the wrong button. Yeah. I mean, Twitch apps in general is just not that good. The weird thing is that if I try to Chromecast from my browser, it usually doesn't work, but it's easier to Chromecast from my phone, then it usually works. On the browser, I have to try like 2 or 3 times. Thank you for the 100 bits, Elvish. Appreciate that. And thank you for the congrats again. So, I would like to mention favorite games again. I think people already heard about the favorite games that I play on stream. And I would like to try to find a game that I didn't like. That I didn't like to stream. My least favorite one. I haven't decided on that yet, but I'll go through the list and remember. I think I have a contender. Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so my favorite one. Yes, thank you, Code Slash, for the congrats. Thank you so much. We got it on the Wednesday on the stream, but where this is the official appreciation stream. Thank you so much. It's been good. It's been a long week. It's been a big week. So it also makes sense that we have a bit of a cozy stream now, just talking. So my favorite game that I've played on stream, it was almost a tie. Because one is more nostalgic, has more like value as a streamer, but the other one is just a general more better experience. And that game, and that award goes to Betrayal at Krondor. Because Betrayal at Krondor was, not only was the first stream really fun because the like Rontavan showed up and we had Nelios as well. So we had some very cool community things going on with the writer, or designer, and then the one for Call of Saragnar. But the game was just a great experience. It had good music, good role-playing experience, a lot of good story. We developed some funny characters there. I loved James, to roleplay as James, and Gorath, and Owen, and also fucking Patras. Jesus. I've been useless! Oh yeah, I also missed Locklear, the initial head boy, or hair boy. Great experience, great game. It had so many different aspects of it. It's kind of slow for some people. It's kind of slow sometimes for me too, but I just appreciated it. So that game was 70 hours something, 71, 72 hours maybe. My favorite game so far in retro RPG stuff. Close second for best game, World of Xeen. I mean Clouds of Xeen. And then Islands of Terra. If I had to put Clouds of Xeen and the World of Dark Side of Xeen together, it'll be World of Xeen. But I think Clouds of Xeen is just superior to the other part. So I'd like to say Clouds of Xeen, which is Mighty Magic 4. Islands of Terra. Mighty Magic 6. And so Mighty Magic gets good room there. Well appreciated games. Just all you're planning on playing Icewind Dale. Yeah, I'm also planning on playing that game. And I heard you start with your own pre-made group with that one, which is very interesting. Yeah, Mandate of Heaven, Mighty Magic 6. It was really interesting to play that one, because it had a very good... To be able to finally go through the game 3D was amazing, and it's a very well-designed game. We did play it with the... Oh, shit. We got the Mario paid music now. Now everybody will think of Couch. The drunken sailor gets easily on your head, yeah. So, what's the game that I didn't like streaming? What's the game with the worst experience so far? Let's see here. Oh yeah, this was the game that I stopped playing. But, okay, so I'll give this a preface before I say it was the worst game that I streamed. It had its moments, but it just got too complicated. It just was too frantic, so I had to stop playing it. It's one of the few games that I quit. And that is Rage of Mages. Because the game is quirky and fun, dumb and jank, which is lovely points, but beyond playing 5-6 missions, suddenly the game becomes a bit frantic and tough. And for streaming, it kind of just annoyed me because I had to pay so much attention to the combat. There were so many bullshit aspects getting into the game. So I stopped playing it. I didn't continue playing it. But I think the game that was most boring for me... Yo, Spider! Thank you so much. Official partner appreciation stream. Appreciation donation. Thank you for the 20 bucks. The 20 coffee bucks. I'm gonna get high on coffee today. To make it cozy, but crazy. Crozy. Thank you so much for the 20, Spider. Appreciate that. Appreciation partner stream donation station. Registration. coffee registration appreciation donation. Oh, that's a word that I don't like to use. The sound of shin. Appreciation donation. Yeah, we're all coffee enjoyers in chat. We did a vote once. About 2 weeks ago. 10 days ago. We said, do you drink coffee? Yes or no? Nobody said no. I think somebody was scared to say no. No, but there was 15 to yes, 0 to no. So, the game that I probably didn't like the most, that I had a more boring time in, I think was actually Dungeon Siege. The first Dungeon Siege. Because I remember playing it, I was... I don't like the word to say donations. Donations appreciate. I feel like I'm saying it really badly. I like donations. Donate eons. Donate eons. You don't drink coffee, Menesk. I see. So about Dungeon Siege, I remembered it as being a game that I completed quickly. So when I played on stream and it just took a bit to get going, I started to like, okay, this is very slow. And it just kept going, and I thought that, you know, I thought it was this was a short game. What did I do when I was young? As an early teenager playing this game. Apparently, it just flew by somehow. I don't know how. So, the game was more fun when I had full companions, but then again, there was a lot to handle. So I think Dungeon Siege gets the game that I had the least fun with on stream. The game is still okay in itself, but it was just like, it was a bit slow. For the first half of the game was very slow. So, yeah, unfortunately. Other games that I really like to stream. Favorites. I mentioned Might and Magic's. Veil of Darkness is a game that I recommend to absolutely everybody that enjoys some sort of mystery game. Holy Smack, Veil of Darkness is amazing. We still have an emote of that. Don't we? Or not. No. Yes. No. I don't see it. Too many emotes now to check. Don't have it. Great. Fantastic. Anyways. Veil of Darkness. Super, super cool game. 1993. Sort of a horror mystery game. Good music as well. Time to have my morning coffee in the sauna. Ooh, morning coffee in the sauna. Interesting. That sounds nice. And yeah, Spider rarely drinks coffee. You only drink coffee at work. I'm not Ned Edison. Not Ned. I'm also at work. So I can drink coffee, right? Okay, yeah. So Veil of Darkness, Waxworks as well. Super, super cool game that we streamed together. Let's see here. Planeskip was good and bad. The game itself gets a very good rating for me, but it had some boring moments. So when it wasn't boring, it was really good. So it's like, as a game, I rated like 9 out of 10. Planescape Torment. As a stream experience, 7 out of 10. Bloodstone was an interesting choice. The game that was very like Ultima 6. The Voxel game was really cool. Hexplore, you mean, VB? The one where you 3D turn a rotation. It's a very cool game, yeah.
Hello, Boric.
Daggerfall I really enjoyed. Daggerfall was absolutely amazing. Surprised by how well the Unity version was. Hey Burrito, how you doing? Yeah, Hexplore was a neat looking game. And so, like, never mentioned anywhere. I enjoyed Daggerfall much more than Arena, definitely. Because Arena was so limiting. It was a good experience, but experiencing Daggerfall is different. I am the Pope? Yeah, remember, Vivi? That was the game where the barbarian said, I'm the Pope! So we just made a joke out of it. We still have the, isn't hello friend?
Hello, Boric.
No. Oh, maybe... Yeah, that overrides it, I guess. True. That overrides it. The thing about Mix It Up, the app I'm using, it can play multiple things, which is great, but if the one activates at the same time, it doesn't work. So it can't have multiple activations on the same thing. So I need to make sure that the words are unique. The thing, it only is with the wildcard ones. So hello would be a wildcard one to look for random stuff, which is command. But yeah, okay, I'll fix that later. So, you guys want to do something else? Just play some games. And again, I'll continue the trend about chat kind of decides what to do. We have sit here for almost 2 hours now. Yo!
Congrats on partnership, SG. It is well deserved.
Thank you for the 50 bucks, Evozito. Thank you so much. And congrats for the partnership. Thank you so much for the $50 tip. Yo! I was just about to say that we should go and move on, and then suddenly Evozito was, no! Thank you so much, Evozito, for the 50 bucks. Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. Evozito's been a founder of the channel ever since Dungeon Siege, actually, which I just talked about was a bit of a slower game than I remembered. That's also why I haven't started playing Dungeon Siege 2. I'm afraid of it being a very slow experience, just like kind of parts of the Baldur's Gate 2 was as well. Games are fine, but the stream experience is a bit lacking, is the only thing. Has coffee been working for you? One of my friends has been thinking about using it himself, but is not that convinced about it. I'll tell you this, Elvish. For me, it's nice. And I've seen, both me and Spider has acknowledged that. We've seen a lot of streamers nowadays that has Ko-fi as their usual support thing. Because here's the deal. Comparing Ko-fi, let's say coffee. Comparing Ko-fi to Patreon, Ko-fi is more relaxed. Patreon seems like you need additional content. You have tiers of stuff, and it seems like more official business and more official content. People usually pay for Patreon to get extra content, while Ko-fi is more of a direct donation kind of a deal. So direct tip. You can still do something behind the Ko-fi as well, but I think Ko-fi is more trendy because they also have the alert bot and chat with Twitch integrations, the layout there, this one. They're nice. Yeah, you had wonderful childhood time with Dungeon Siege. As well did I, Evozito. The thing is, I just remembered completing it so quickly, so I thought, you know what, it's gonna be a quick stream experience. But I just, somehow, apparently, I was in a trance when I was young, and I didn't realize it was longer than that it was on stream. Thank you again for the 50 bucks, Evozito. Thank you so much. Yeah, so here's the idea that I have. I'll start a vote. Whenever I start saying something new is going to happen, isn't it? Thank you for the raid, RPGenXer. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Thank you so much. What were you playing today? Welcome into my stream. We're appreciating partnership today. In a cozy way. Yeah, if it's on the iPad, Evozito, unfortunately, iPad or like iOS devices have not updated the emotes. So the new prefix would be Golem, but the thing is, iOS devices are slow, so you still get the previous one. So whenever Twitch decides to update their stuff, you'll be good. Oh, you played Siege of Dragonspear! Oh, awesome. That's the one we didn't decide to do yet. Oh, I just went directly to Baldur's Gate 2. How was it?
Speak Norwegian.
Hvordan var det egentlig? Sånn, ja. Nå, herregud, bare bråk og tullete. Så hver gang jeg begynner å... Hver gang jeg nevnte at nå skal vi gjøre noe annet. Og så plutselig så blir det nye ting som skjer. Ja, du kom på det nå, ja. At du kunne endre på det. Ikke sant? Nå kom du på det. Du kommer på det som regel når det er værstid, men det jeg kan gjøre, altså, jeg har vært veldig trofast med å egentlig bare fortsette å snakke, og bruke disse redemene så fort det skjer. Redemene, hva betyr det på norsk da? Hva betyr det egentlig? Ja, la oss snakke om streming. Strømming. Høres veldig fint ut, gjør det ikke det? Vel, kanskje. Det høres morsomt ut. Hei, Kill. Hvordan går det? Det går bra med meg. Skal vi ha vår liten David Attenborough på norsk fortelling? Hvem ville det her vært, Kill? Hvem ville det her vært hvis det her var en nordmann? Jeg kan ikke så mye norsk TV, fordi jeg ser ikke på det. Så, du vet ikke hvordan du snakker norsk, så denne dårlige maskinoversettelsen får duge. Ja. Nok om det. That's it. You guys are playing me like a fiddle. Jeg er ikke god nok til å skrive det inn i oversetteren, så jeg vil bare anta at du sa at ting er bra. Fantastisk! Ja. Ting er bra.
Yes, well, when I see 5 weirdos...
Hey, Smoky Buddha. How you doing?
...a guy in the middle of the park in full view of 100 people, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy.
People just tend to like to troll me whenever I do important stuff. So they switch my language and they start changing my my talking. So I apologize for the people that were afraid. But hello. You see an opportunity to troll? I take it. Yeah, so if you guys generally tend to see more trolly people on retro category recently, part blame, I guess. I'm not training trolls, but people tend to have the attitude here, so they might learn stuff and take that on a different form. You haven't heard it much. Okay, so here's what we're gonna say. Let's see if we don't have anything else happen now when I'm going to say something. We troll the ones we love. You know what? That's kind of true. Learning trolling is also great. So, I mean, let's go here. Let's go. This is the troll factory. Righto. I'll put up my list of stuff we can do. But you decide what we do. Okay? So I'm gonna make a long vote. Let's see here. For 10 minutes. I'm gonna sit there talking, but I'm gonna have what next? What, I guess what play? To play. And this will be all interesting choices, I think. Not everything is set up. But since it is partnership, and I couldn't have done it without you, you will decide what you think is most fun as an audience. And that will be the most fun and the best partner move. No vote rigging. And there you go. Yes, please check out the YouTube channel. And I also have made a new YouTube channel now with The Spider Cookie. We have a collab YouTube, Stealthy Cookies, so check out that channel as well. Does the link work? Yes. So, the vote is live now. So, the vote is between Might and Magic 1 on the NES, Sims 1, Untitled Goose Game, Heroes 2 Rolling Campaign, or just Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. Or whatever we are able to do at that time. Ooh, this song again. Awesome. I think people would like to see the Hawks. People are honking for Goose Game? You're vote rigging without vote rigging by honking. I see. So I'll try not to pay attention to it. So I'll make sure that I don't look at it. So I can't be favored or biased in some way. And everybody knows that the important way to vote is to always save your vote, right? To strategize. Honk 3s. Yeah, the honk 3s are the good one. So in the meanwhile, I'll just... yeah, vote by honking. So imagine there would be vote rigging by hidden commands. If you vote at the end, you can break the meme ties.
Water posture.
You learned this on a certain streamer's channel. You mean a certain Riggs channel? Don't they just have votes on Riggs channel to just tie the vote?
Switch keyboard.
Ah, I see, the keyboard. What keyboard do you want me to switch to? And it'll either switch to that one, if I have it already, or not. Because you don't know. Okay. I didn't have that one. I had the matching one. I hope you were going to waste your points there. I had the one you wanted. No more pink, Elvish. No culture. This is not a cultured stream. You cheated a little. You had... yeah, Pear Tree has 2 accounts. I see. You know, that's not allowed to cheat. You thought that one is blue. No, that's the black one. This is the black one. And then the other one is blue. See? So this is black. Yeah, and it's blue keys. This is blue. You voted twice by accident. I don't believe it was by accident. My god, he was innocent. Yeah, I don't care if you wanted me to switch or not, VB. I decide what to do around this channel. And if I see a thing, I'll react accordingly. Mr. 69. I hope you guys enjoyed Q&A. Nice. Nice. Shit!
Nice.
You tried to vote twice, but the button was grayed out. Yeah, it should be grayed out. Maybe if I have 2 computers, you can do it.
Hey, you missed, pal.
You're about to time travel in less than a minute. Hoping it goes well. Hoping it goes well, VB. Good luck. We're all counting on you. You're exited. See you on the other side. Remember to grab all the things before you start speeding. How was it? It should be there already. You need 88 miles per hour. Nice. 21.9 gigawatts. Oh, another thing that I like to ask about. 1.21. 21.1? 1.21? 1.21, is that it? Do I misremember the gigawatts? It's been a long time since I've seen it. Might have solved. Hey, Rattanburgessa. Giga, not... Giga. Oh, not Giga. See, it's been too long. 1.21. Wow, why did I get 21.9? Yeah, so it's been a while. I just thought it was that in my head. Yeah, a question that I'd like to ask chat as well. Discord stuff. So, how many people do actively participate on a Discord server and they appreciate that is one question, and the other question is, what do you think we could do for fun on our Discord server? If you don't use Discord, then you of course don't need to express your opinion. But I need to definitely... I want to have a more interesting one than we currently have. Maybe some events or something to just do automatically. Christopher Lloyd does his Jigga. Yeah, feel free to join the Discord as well. Go ahead, go ahead. While the vote is running, I'll do a short stretch. And you guys can... I'll read the Discord stuff. I'll be back in a slight second. I'll just keep the camera on, actually. I'll just stretch a bit. And before the vote is done, we'll talk about a little bit about Discord and the game that's up. Hold on a second. Timer's done. I always forget that timer. Ah! Why can't I just stop when it hits 0, you know? Oh, I could just say message, just let it go. I could just do that. Just blank. Fix it. So, Discord stuff. Community events could be of some sort could be fun. It's just figuring out what kind of community event and then also how to plan them. I would love to do some maybe cult movie stuff, old movies for a specific day maybe. I don't know. You love the guy in the back of your screen that doesn't make it with the group because he gets all flipped over. Yeah, he goes to the left instead. Poor guy doesn't make it. Discord limit is 100 servers. Oh yeah. That's a lot of servers. Yeah, already. So, I mean, Elvish, the Discord, following the Discord servers. Oh yeah, Menisk is at the Discord limit. So for me, what was I saying? I have a lot of Discord servers on, but I don't participate in more than like 3-4 of them. At a time, at least. Sometimes, some of them I can go out and in on, but... Oh, so the one that won the vote was Heroes 2 Roland campaign. So we're gonna start early with the Conquest. That was a close vote. 9 for the Goose. Sims at 8. Might the Magic only got 1 vote, and Mega Man... Yeah, I was expecting Mega Man to not get it there, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. You have the Cocodemon 2, your man? Interesting. A number of public domain movies are effectively public domain. Yeah. that failed to put copyright noise on reel. So that would be nice to have if there's a. It's always fun to go through them. So it'll be Heroes 2 Roland campaign then. I hope everybody's fine with that. I mean, I know votes can be separatist and like, ah, oh, dang it, my vote didn't go through. So we're gonna cheat start the Roland campaign then. Heroes 2 Roland campaign starts early. Also have the cozy one up. You didn't even vote. Ah, see, you don't care what I do. You don't care about anything, no. Sad goose noises. Honk 6. Yeah. You should have a sad honk. That goes from excited to unexcited. Okay. Let's see here. I have Heroes 2 on this one. Now I need to get my brain on. Heroes 2. Hello. There it is. Stop. You wasn't expecting everybody to side with Sims. You think it's a miracle you even got votes? I guess. There's different, but everybody loves The Sims. Hey. No, yeah, camera. Didn't see that.